Welcome to The Price of Business. I'm your host, Kevin Price, talking to you about you and your business. I got Jeff Smith on the program, and he is with Blue Cold Innovations, and they're real innovative when it comes to developing a smarter way to approach meetings. And in fact, they've got this new app called Meeting Bomb, and we're going to talk a little bit about it. And it's interesting. What we need to do is get it for bumper music. I tell this to my producer all the time, which he usually ignores me, but I tell my producer all the time, so you drop the bomb on me, by the Gap Band. That'll be a good exit song. Just telling him. We'll see if he can find that. But I love that song. I love the Gap Band, and so any excuse to hear them is awesome. But meetingbob.com, Jeff, welcome to the program. How are you?
Thank you. I'm doing very well. Glad to be here.
Let's start with your elevator speech about Meeting Bomb.
Sure. I think we've all been there. Meeting Bomb solves a very common problem. We've been sitting in a meeting that's going nowhere. We're just hashing over the same information over and over again, nothing getting done. So the Meeting Bomb smartphone app can help you turn these great wastes of time into the kind of meetings that move good projects forward and can actually kill bad projects in their tracks.
Yeah, it's interesting. I love the solution to unproductive meetings. The solution is, hey, let's have another meeting. And, and the reality is that a lot of times is what's happening is that constant meetings are literally sucking the life out of an organization, unproductive meetings, because there's an opportunity cost for every one of the meetings. And so if they don't make sense, then don't do them. And, and if you are going to do them well.
Exactly. There was a recent study that showed that 31 hours out of every month is spent in meetings for most employees of Fortune 500 companies. That's a huge waste of time.
It certainly is. So talk about the app and how it works.
Sure. It's really simple. All you do is open the app, and it offers you hundreds of thoughtful, intelligent, disruptive quotes. We call them sparks because they get the bomb going. And those sparks, you say them to the team, and you can completely change the dynamic of the meeting. It's a curated list of sparks. It's been honed by the Code Blue Innovations team. We've spent way too many hours in really bad meetings.
All right, give me an example, because I'm instantly cynical. This sounds almost Hallmarkish.
Sure. Well, you can challenge an assumption. You open it up, and it comes up with a spark that might say, "It's obvious we've lost our customer here. What problem are we solving for them?" That's if you want to actually move it forward. If the spark that you bring up doesn't actually fit the situation, all you do is hit the bomb me again button, and then you get another one. You might get one that says, gives you a pathway to success, like, how can we apply gamification techniques here? Or you can even blow up a meeting with something like, please tell me more about that because we need to spend more time in this meeting instead of actually building something.
And so is the app kind of designed to be used in an informal way? Hey, before we get going with what the topic of at hand, we're gonna look at one of these quotes. Kind of tell me how you envision it being used.
It can actually be used a couple of different ways. What you just said is a great way for a manager to use it, to make sure that people's minds are in the right place before that app gets started. Employees can also use it either openly or stealthily. If you use it stealthily, you could easily end up looking like the smartest person in the room.
And so that person that may not necessarily have been in charge of that meeting, but he's asked to contribute, and that may be how he contributes.
Exactly. And if you can become the person who keeps getting the meeting on track or who disrupts the meeting to the point that things actually get done, you're going to get noticed.
Yeah, no question about it. So what made you decide to do this?
Well, Code Blue Innovations is a team of entrepreneurs and consultants that works to help solve complex problems for companies. We worked with Walmart, Disney, Waste Management, just a ton of Fortune 500 companies. And one of the things we want to do is help to solve problems. And one of the things we were seeing that was a problem in the workplace today is a lack of worker satisfaction and worker involvement. And part of that is because they spend 31 hours a month in useless meetings. So we're always looking for new ways that we can actually improve worker satisfaction, improve productivity. And these are some of the sparks that we would use as consultants with our companies to get meetings back on track. Now we've just packaged them up into an app so that anyone can use them.
Got it. So you're bread and butter. I mean, you're not banking on this app. I mean, you're
no.
You're seeing it probably primarily as a marketing tool. One that makes a lot of logical sense because it's based on your values and the very things you try to convey to your clients. But it's not, you are in the consulting field.
That's exactly right. Yeah, you hit the nail on the head with that. We're using this both as a calling card to our future clients and also as a way that our existing clients and people that don't know us can use a little bit of what we've learned over these last few decades.
Mm-hmm. Talk a little bit about the size and types of companies that you work with at Code Blue Innovations.
Sure. We have 5 partners, and we have various other people that consult with us on a as-needed basis. So we're sort of like a Web 2.0 consultancy, even though all of the partners have been working in business for years. We have quite a few serial entrepreneurs that help us out. We have worked with, as I mentioned, Walmart, Disney, Waste Management, Republic of Uruguay, Purina, Safeway, Costco, Nestle. We find that working with Fortune 500 companies gives us the opportunity to be able to work on things like currently we're working on cutting-edge agricultural technologies, new recycling workflows, and consumer health care marketing. We try to specialize in disruptive product innovation and CPG branding, and we're excited about every job that we get to take on together. We have a lot of fun together, and we learned a long time ago that if you can have fun and you can enjoy and feel satisfied in your job, and you can help others do that, it makes life just wonderful. So we want to spread that to every company that we work with.
Talk a little bit about the size of these companies, the size range.
Well, we work with a lot of small companies as well as Fortune 500 companies. We've been very fortunate that we've been able to work with companies that we want to work with. In addition to the Fortune 500 that I mentioned, we're working right now with a regional recycling company to help them get more value out of the recycling that they bring in. It's kind of a scary time to be a recycler because it's so difficult to actually make money at recycling, and we're helping them to find new value in what they're already bringing in. We're also working with some startup healthcare companies out of San Diego to help them find a market both in the U.S. and worldwide.
Interesting. Talking about a very, I think, creative app, very useful app, but also a company that backs it up. And let's see what else we've got here. What website? Let's give only one. Let's stick with the one we started off with which is meetingbomb.com. And I guess from there they can find Code Blue, correct?
They can find Code Blue, and they can also get directly to the link on the iPhone, iPad, and Android store for the app itself.
Meetingbomb.com. Thanks so much for being with us, Jeff Smith. Enjoyed it so much, and look forward to hearing more about how your company progresses and how your app grows. I'm Kevin Price. When we come back, much more for you. Do want to remind you, best content here shows up over there at usdatareview.com, and you're listening to The Price of Business.